Hi, today we're going to be looking at the cleaning performance of the ILIFE A4 and the ILIFE V7 here, the blue one. And we're going to be first looking at the underside of these robots to see the difference, how they are designed. The A4 here on my left has two side brushes, and it has a bristle brush here. It has a motorized bristle brush, and if we open it, you will see that it only has bristles. It doesn't have the squeegee sweeper. And if you look at the V7 here, it has the squeegee. It has the squeegee and the bristles here, so this has more agitation. But the V7 has less power than the A4. It has around 400 PA of suction, while the A4 has around 1000 PA max. So this one has two suction modes, a normal and a max. And let's get started with the cleaning test. I will be cleaning 70 grams of oats and powder scattered on the floor. For the first cleaning test, I'll be starting with the A4, and I'll be preparing 70 grams of oats and powder. This is the mess that the A4 has to work with. You'll see that I've scattered a bunch near the door, oats and powder, over here near the door, and another here on the edge, and another here, and a big chunk of the 70 grams is scattered on the middle. And let's get started. I'm gonna time how long it will take the A4 to clean a majority of this mess. You will notice that I've removed the charging station. That is because I want to really test the cleaning pattern of this robot, because the charging station produces an IR signal that blocks the path of the robot. So I want this robot to clean the entire room, how it does with this big mess here. I've turned on the max suction of the A4. See if it will pick up more compared to the V7. We stopped the robot at around the 17-minute and 28-second mark, and this is the result. After that amount of time, you'll see that for the most part it cleaned most of the dirt in the middle part of the room here. Pretty much clean middle part of the room. On the edges there are some pieces left, and the big trouble spots would be in this area here near the tripod here. This would be the biggest trouble spot here. The robot didn't do edge cleaning in this part, and that part over there near the door, under the door, there are some pieces of oats left over there. And now let's see how much dirt the robot has. Okay, here's the weighing scale on the robot. Let me just show you the bin of the robot here and see how full it is. And if you can see here, there's the bin of the A4, and let's try to open it up and see how much dirt it was able to pick up here. Let's just open it, and you'll see that this is the amount of dirt it's able to pick up. A lot of the powder got wedged here. Let me just take this part off here. That's the powder here. It's the powder residue. And let's turn on the weighing scale. The weighing scale here, and see how much dirt it was able to pick up. Able to pick up roughly around 61 grams of the oats and powder. At least the oats and powder that fell on this weighing scale. And let's move on to the next test. Next up would be for the ILIFE V7. I'll prepare 70 grams of oats and powder here. Okay, I've laid out the oats and powder on the floor, and it's not the exact same pattern, but it's laid out in strategic locations. There's one here near the door, and another one here on the side, and lastly here near the tripod on my right. And I've laid out really a lot of dirt at the center of the room, and you'll notice the box over there. I just want to save on time because the robot will climb over the door stopper over there. Okay, now let's get started. I've taken off the charging base again just to really test the edge cleaning performance of this. As you've seen in the first test with the A4, it didn't do well in the area near the tripod, and it scattered a bunch of dirt near the door. So I just want to see how the V7 will do. Here I just want to eliminate as much of the variables as possible and focus on the cleaning and the navigation. Now the V7 has much less power than the A4. It has around 400 PA of suction, and we'll see later on whether it will pick up more. The A4 less. I stopped the robot at around the 17 minute and 51 second mark here, and let's see the room, how much of the oats and powder are left. You'll notice that at the middle, it has picked up most of the oats and powder at the middle, and on the sides over there, there are some crumbs left. And here, there are also some bits and pieces of oats left in this area here. The biggest trouble spot would be that area near the door. And we'll see that it has left quite a bit over there. Let me just give you a closer look here again. And that's the area near the door. There's some crumbs of oats under that toy bag there. And when you look around the room, I'll show you around the room again. Most of it is inside the bin of the robot, and let's see the bin. Before I weigh the contents of the bin, let me just show you how it looks like here. And let me just open this for you, just to show you the mess that it has picked up. You'll see that a lot of the powder went through the filter here, the mesh filter. And let's take off the filter here, and let's tap the contents back to the bin. And it's pretty much full. The bin is pretty much full here, you'll notice. And let's turn on let me just move the weighing scale here closer so that you can see. Just turn it on. Let's see if this was able to pick up more than the A4. And it's able to pick up around 64 grams. So far 64 grams and 66. And it did outperform the A4 at least on this test. There you go, 66 grams. And which is pretty impressive considering that this has much less power than the A4. I must also tell you that a lot of the powder that was picked up in the A4 got thrown off, was scattered on the floor, so that could be an extra ounce or two maybe. But overall, the V7 in this test did better, and